वीडियो को हिंदी में देखने के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए लिंक पर क्लिक करें। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू GTC classes. In this video, we are going to discuss the key concepts, the standard symbols, basic terminologies, and the standard formulae of the chapter. We will also be solving a few representative examples. The most important part of the video is the discussion of the critical areas where most students lose their marks. So it would be a good thing if you note them down and make sure that you did not commit those mistakes. Matrices is a completely new chapter that we are dealing with. We have never dealt anything like this before. And it is very important for class 11 and 12 if you are taking maths in it. So you need to be very sure and you need to be very confident after completing the chapter so that it will become easier for you in the next classes. So a matrix is always represented using a capital letter. Never a small letter, always a capital letter. Okay? And a matrix is basically, there are certain numbers arranged in rows and columns. The horizontal ways are called rows and the vertical ways are called columns. So basically it's like a seating arrangement in a cinema hall. These numbers are not interrelated. They are just sitting side by side. These boxes represent different numbers and they are all enclosed by using a square bracket only. No other form of bracket will work. So these are not numbers, they are just different elements. Every element can be represented using the symbol Aij. A capital and I and J are in the subscripts. So where I represents the row position and J represents the column position. So if I want to represent this element, I will write A11. That simply means first row, first column. So the element present in the first row and first column is A11. This element will be represented as A13, first row, third column. This element will be represented as A12, 23, that is second row, third column. Representation is not a big deal, but if it is given in the question, do not be scared of it. Next important thing is order of matrix. Order of matrix just shows how many rows and columns there are in a matrix. So order of matrix is basically M cross N. It's not M multiplied by N. We do not multiply the numbers. We just write M cross N. That means M is the number of rows and N is the number of columns. So in this matrix, I can see there are 2 rows and there are 3 columns. So therefore, 2 cross 3 will be the order of this matrix. If you see this matrix, the order of this matrix will be 2 rows and 2 columns. That is 2 cross 2. Like all other algebraic chapters, there are certain operations that we can perform on matrices. Those operations are: first, if matrix A equals to matrix B, since capital letters are used, I can be assured they are matrices. So if A is equals to B, then we know that corresponding elements of the matrices will be equal. That simply means that the element in the first row, first column of this matrix will be equal to the element in the first row, first column of this matrix. A11 of this matrix will be equal to A11 of this matrix. So in short, I can say A equals to P, B equals to Q, C equals to R, and D equals to S. Assuming this to be matrix A and this to be matrix B. Next is, can matrices be added with each other? Yes. Can they subtracted be? Yes. But there are certain conditions required. Order of both the matrix should be same for them to be added or subtracted to each other. If the order is not same, then you will not be able to add the corresponding elements. How do you add a matrix? You simply add the corresponding elements. For example, the first row and first column of A plus B, a new matrix, will be A plus P. Second row, second column, 8, 1, 2 will be B plus Q. Similarly, C plus R and D plus S will represent the other elements. M into A. M is used as a small letter. So now I know that it is not a matrix. It is definitely not a matrix. It can be any real number, integer, fraction, any number. If M is multiplied with A, it simply means that you multiply M with every element of A. That means if this is a matrix A and I multiply M with this matrix, so it simply means MA, MB, MC, MD. Like if it's 4A, so then you will write 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D. Simple. Can two matrices be multiplied with each other? Yes. Are there certain conditions? Yes, obviously. Number of columns of the first matrix. Here we have represented the first matrix using the letter A. So number of columns of the first matrix, that is A, should be equal to the number of rows of second matrix, that is B. Then only you can multiply two matrices, else it is not allowed to multiply two matrices. So if I assume that the first matrix that is of the order M cross A and the second matrix is of the order A cross N, then they can be multiplied because the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, both are A. Then the resultant matrix will have an order of M is to N. Also remember, why am I mentioning first matrix, second matrix? Because A into B is not equals to B into A in matrices. In matrices, multiplication is not commutative. So A plus B is equals to B plus A. But A into B is not same as B into A. They will give different answers generally. Can two matrices be divided with each other? No. Division of matrix is not possible. Yes, you can divide a number with a matrix. For an example, matrix A divided by 5. That is simply 1 by 5 multiplied by matrix A. That is M into A. So it's the same thing. You can multiply a single digit or certain number with a matrix, but you cannot divide one matrix with another matrix. If matrix A equals to 2A minus 3, 5. Matrix B equals to minus 2, 3, 7, B. Matrix C equals to C, 9, minus 1, minus 11. And 5 into matrix A plus 2 into matrix B is equals to matrix C, comma, find the values of A, B and C. As the question states, 5A plus 2B equals to C. So 5 into matrix A plus 2 into matrix B is equals to matrix C. So now we substitute the values of matrix A, matrix B and matrix C in the equation. So we get 5 into 2A minus 3, 5 plus 2 into minus 2, 3, 7, B is equals to C into C, 9, minus 1, minus 11. So we have just copy pasted the values. We have not done anything else. Now we have to use the operation M into A. So we have to multiply 5 to every element of matrix A. That will be 5 2s are 10, 5 into A, 5A, 5 into minus 3, minus 15 and 5 into 5, 25. Same thing we have to do with the second matrix, that is 2B. So 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, 2 into 3 is 6, 7 into 2 that is 14 and 2 into B that is B. We'll just copy paste this matrix C, 9, minus 1, minus 11. Now we have to add the matrix. While doing addition, what we do is we add the corresponding elements of every matrix. That is 10 plus minus 4. That is 10 minus 4, 6. 5A plus 6. Minus 15 plus 14. That is minus 1. And 25 plus 2B. So therefore is equals to C, 9 minus 1 minus 11. We just copy the right hand side. Since two matrices are equal, then we can simply say that their corresponding elements will be equal. As you can see, minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Similarly, 6 should equal to C. So the value of C is 6. 5A plus 6 should equal to 9. So if 5A plus 6 is equals to 9, while transposing 6 to that side, we get 9 minus 6. So that is 3. So A is equals to 3 by 5. And we can also say that 25 plus 2B is equals to minus 11. So that is 2B is equals to minus 11 minus 25. So that is 2B equals to minus 36, which implies B is equals to minus 18 if we divide both sides by 2. So therefore the value of A is 3 by 5, value of B is minus 18 and the value of C is 6. If matrix A equals to 2, 1, 0, minus 2, comma, matrix B equals to 4, 1, minus 3, minus 2 and matrix C equals to minus 3, 2, minus 1, 4. Find A square plus AC minus 5B. To solve the sum, you can choose one of the methods, one of the two methods. First is, you can do like me. I have calculated every term of the expression separately and then put it in the expression. So that is, I have calculated a square separately, I have calculated AC separately, and I have calculated 5b separately, and simply put it in the expression and solved it. Or you can simply write the expression, solve as you go. But I do not prefer it because the line becomes very clumsy. So to maintain the neatness, it's best if you do it separately. But doing in a same straight line is also acceptable. No marks will be deducted for that. So when you multiply a square, you get, when you have to calculate the value of a square simply means a into a. It does not mean squaring every term of a. So to multiply a square, to multiply a into a, you first copy the matrix. So a is 2, 1, 0, minus 2. Again 2, 1, 0, minus 2. To multiply, you need to remember that matrix multiplication in short is row into column. If you remember this, then it becomes very easy. So what you do is you multiply the first row with the first column to get A11. You multiply first row with the second column to get this, second row with the first column to get this, and the second row with the second column to get this. So when you are multiplying the first row with the first column, you multiply 2 into 2, always a plus in the middle, plus 1 into 0. Then you multiply the first row with the second column, that is 2 into 1 plus 1 into minus 2. 0 into 2 plus minus 2 into 0. And 0 into 1 plus minus 2 into minus 2. So 2 into 2, 4 plus 0, that is 4. 2 minus 2, that is 0. 0 plus 0, that is 0. And 0 plus 4, that is 4. So the value of a square is 4004. Similarly, to calculate AC, you need to multiply a with c. Do not interchange because a into c and c into a are different. You can try it. Here, to multiply AC, what we do is we copy the matrix A into matrix C. 2, 1, 0, minus 2 multiplied by minus 3, 2, minus 1, 4. First row, first column. So 2 into minus 3 plus 1 into minus 1. 0 into 2. So sorry, 2 into 2 plus 1 into 4. 0 into minus 3 plus minus 2 into minus 1. And 0 into 2 plus minus 2 into 4. So minus 6 minus 1, that is minus 7. 4 plus 4, that is 8. 0 plus 2, that is 2. And 0 minus 8, that is minus 8. Calculation of 5b is obviously very easy. You have to multiply 5 with every element of b. So 5 4s are 20. 5 into 1, 5. Minus 3 into 5, minus 15. And minus 2 into 5, minus 10. We had to calculate the value of a square plus AC minus 5b. So now I'll simply substitute the value of a square, that was 4004 here, plus the value of AC, that is minus 7, 8, 2 minus 8. And the value of 5b, that is 25 minus 15 minus 10. A minus in the middle. So now I can simply add and subtract them simultaneously. So 4 plus minus 7, that is 4 minus 7 minus 20. 0 plus 8 minus 5. 0 plus 2 minus of minus 15, that is plus 15. 4 minus 8 plus into minus minus, and minus into minus plus 10. So now you simply add them. 4 minus 7 is minus 3. Minus 3 minus 20 is minus 23. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 15 is 17. And 4 minus 8 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 10 is 6. So minus 23, 3, minus 17 and 6 is the answer. If matrix A equals to 3, minus 4, minus 1, 2, comma, find matrix B such that BA equals to I, comma, where I is unity matrix of order 2. To calculate the value of B, first we have to calculate the order of B. Before going into that, first we'll understand what is I. I is a unit matrix of order 2. That means 2 cross 2. So I is equals to 1, 0, 0, 1. Remember it. You have to memorize it. I will always be 1001. It will always look like this. So, to calculate the order of B, you have to write certain statements. You just cannot orally calculate and write the order of B. So, you can memorize the statements. The statements will always remain same. Just the letters will change themselves. The number will change themselves. The pattern will remain the same. Since BA is equals to I given in the question and I is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So, if the right hand side is a 2 cross 2 matrix, then the left hand side will also be a 2 cross 2 matrix. So, therefore, BA is a 2 cross 2 matrix. But we know A is a 2 cross 2 matrix. You can calculate the order of A by looking at the matrix. So, therefore, B is a 2 cross 2 matrix. How did we know that B is a 2 cross 2 matrix? By intuition? No. You have to do a rough calculation. So, we know that B into A is equals to I. Now, if we assign the order of B as M cross A and the order of A as A cross N, then and the order of I is M cross N. Now, since I already know that the order of A is 2 cross 2 and the order of I is 2 cross 2, so I know the values of M and N. M and A. So, therefore, the values of the order of B will be 2 cross 2. So, therefore, B is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So, to calculate the value of B, we'll let B equals to A, B, C and D. So, we'll take any 4 letters so that it represents a 2 cross 2 matrix. And we'll substitute the values of A, B and I in the given equation. So, therefore, A, B, C, D multiplied by 3 minus 4 minus 1, 2 will be equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. So, when we multiply the first 2 matrix, we get 3 into A plus B into minus 1. So, that is 3A minus B. A into minus 4 plus B into 2. That is minus 4 plus 2B. Similarly, C into 3 plus D into minus 1. That is 3C minus D. And C into minus 4 plus D into 2. That is minus 4C plus 2D is equals to 1, 0, 0, 1. Since the matrix are equal, therefore their corresponding elements will obviously be equal. So, therefore, we can say that the first row, first column, that is A11 of this matrix will be equal to the A11 of this matrix. That is 3A minus B is equals to 1. Minus 4A plus 2B is equals to 0. 3C minus D is equals to 0. And minus 4C plus 2D equals to 1. I have numbered the equations as 1, 2, 3 and 4. I need to solve the first 2 equations simultaneously to get the values of A and B, and the last 2 equations simultaneously to get the values of C and D. So, now to solve the first 2 equations, I have used substitution. You can use any of the methods that you like, that is elimination, substitution or cross multiplication. So, looking at the second equation, minus 4A plus 2B equals to 0, which means if I transpose minus 4A from the left hand side to the right hand side, I get 2B equals to 4A. I cancel out the 2 with the 4 and get B equals to 2A. Now, the value of B is in terms of A. I substitute this value in the first equation. So, 3A minus B equals to 1 will give me 3A minus 2A is equals to 1. That is A equals to 1. Since the value of B is 2A, which means B is equals to 2 into 1, that is 2. So, I have got the values of A and B. Now, to calculate the value of C, I look at equation 3. 3C minus D equals to 0, which implies 3C is equals to D. I have transposed D from the left hand side to the right hand side. So, 3C equals to D. So, the value of D has been achieved, but in terms of C. If I substitute the value of D, that is 3C, in the fourth equation, that is minus 4C plus 2D equals to 1. So, which will give me minus 4C plus 3 into 2, that is 6C is equals to 1. That is 2C is equals to 1. Therefore, the value of C will be 1 by 2. Since the value of D is 3C, that is 3 into C, that is 3 into 1 by 2. Therefore, the value of D will be 3 by 2. Now, I will substitute the values of A, B, C and D in the matrix. So, I get B equals to 1, 2, 1 by 2, 3 by 2. This is our answer. the critical areas where you will lose quite a few marks is you have to show the order of B, how you have calculated the order of B, even if the question is not demanding it. Because if you have not shown it, the teacher will put a question mark. How did you know B will be A, B, C, D? It could have been anything. So you have to show, you have to write these statements and show that the order of B is 2 cross 2. And another mistake that students quite a lot of times commit is once you have calculated A, B, C, D, which could be a bit tiresome process, and after that you just leave it there. You forget that the question asked you to calculate the value of B and not A, B, C, D. These A, B, C, Ds you have taken on your own. These are your terms. So therefore you have to show that matrix B is equals to 1, 2, minus 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. And as always, which implies equal to, you need to show those. If you do not show them, you will obviously get some reduction in your marks. If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and also share it with your friends so that the video can reach to the maximum number of people. If you still have any confusion with the chapter or is there any sum that you have problem with, please do comment them below so that I can help you to solve them. You can support the channel by clicking on the icon and subscribing to the channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you never miss any of my updates.